Hello everyone. It has been a couple of weeks since I last posted a video and I wasn't able to, and I'm going to be sharing in this video why I wasn't able to post anything until now. I do want to just right at the start of this video put out a disclaimer that I will be talking about my experience of going through Hurricane Helene. And so if you or a family member or a friend were affected by Hurricane Helene, or, hearing about a natural disaster is something that is really distressing to you, I absolutely encourage you to take care of yourself and just completely skip this video. And yeah, just thank you for clicking on this video and for being here. So I live in Asheville, North Carolina, as some of you may know. My wife and I are not currently in our home. If you've seen some of my other videos, you will probably be wondering, what is this background that you have? I've never seen this before. We are staying with friends who are our chosen family. They have so graciously and so kindly welcomed us into their home while we had to evacuate our home in Asheville. And in case you are completely unfamiliar with what I'm talking about as far as Hurricane Helene, on September 27th, early morning for where we lived, Hurricane Helene affected Western North Carolina as well as Eastern Tennessee and other parts of the Southeast United States. So we, knew that this storm was coming. We had prepared based upon, the forecast that was provided. The, city had done preparations. The energy company had done preparations. They expected there to be some damage from the storm, but the storm ended up being so much more powerful and so much more destructive than I think anyone could have predicted. The devastation in our region it's unlike any other natural disaster that has occurred in our area ever. And I personally have never been through a natural disaster prior to now, and I've always witnessed, natural disasters happening in a different part of the country or a different part of the world, and it's really indescribable and incomprehensible. Even though I've seen some of the damage and some of the devastation, it's so hard to wrap my mind around it. And for these places that have been destroyed, to know that just the day prior, they looked as I've always known them to look, and now they look nothing like I know and remember. And I'm still processing. Our family is safe. Our home is structurally safe. The reason that we had to leave is we had no power, we had no water, we had barely any cell phone service. In fact, there was only one day that we had a little bit of cell phone service. So getting word out, getting, communication was really, really difficult, because we had prepared for something that we thought, oh, it might just be a few days of loss of power or loss of water. We were just not prepared for the level of destruction that our region has experienced. And where our home is, because so many people were affected and the infrastructure was just demolished and aid was slow to arrive, we felt unsafe in our home, to be quite frank. I won't go into the details now because I just don't feel ready to share that on the internet. We were very, very concerned for our safety. We luckily have a lovely, group of neighbors that live near us, and we were all, coming together and supporting each other and making sure that we all had, food and water. But the reality is that Cynthia and I are two women. We don't have the privilege of being physically intimidating to cis men in particular, and we were truly concerned about our safety. Also, with it just being the two of us and having all of our fur babies, them needing food, them needing water, even something as simple as like cat litter, we couldn't get the basic resources that we needed. And we stayed for as long as we felt that we could. And once our safety felt that it was being threatened, and our fur baby safety was being threatened, and then on the very last day, my body just sort of gave us the final push to decide to self-evacuate. And I just was coming down with something. It felt very similar to like a stomach bug, and very well could have been all of the stress, and then also just having to eat, trying to eat food before it went off, and then eating things that we don't normally eat, combined with stress. But yeah, so we are safe at our chosen family's house, all of us, all 7 of us. We're so incredibly grateful to be here because we know that so many people within our community couldn't evacuate, and there are people within our community that lost their lives, and we are so lucky to be alive and to have this safe place to stay. Communication is still very spotty with our neighbors, and we just heard today that our part of town still has no power, still has no water, still has very, very limited cell phone reception. And as you've seen in some of my other videos, it's a very wooded area, so there were so many trees that fell. We had one big tree fall, luckily away from the house, but it went across the power line and was blocking our driveway. And it's still there as of today. So we've been here for a few days, and it has been good to be in a safe space, to have electricity and running water, and to be able to have access to food more easily and drinkable water, and being able to be in a sanitary space. Because we didn't have any running water, it was becoming increasingly difficult to do simple things like go to the bathroom. So many things that you don't, on a day-to-day, you don't think about, just how much water we use in a single day. So yeah, we're relieved. We're so grateful to be here. We are so privileged to be here. And we're very, very lucky to be alive. And we're taking it day by day. And yeah, we don't know exactly how long we'll be here. And I don't know what my content creation posting is going to be like at this point, because we are displaced from our home. And to be perfectly honest, this is the first day I haven't cried. And it's truly thanks to our amazing friends who, as I said, are our chosen family. They have been so incredibly supportive and uplifting and have just welcomed us into their home and have made us feel safe. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video now. If you or someone you know was affected by Hurricane Helene, my heart truly goes out to you. I hope that your loved ones are safe. I hope that you are safe. And yeah, I will update when I can. But I just wanted to come on here and let you all know that I am alive, my family and I are safe, and we are just taking it one day at a time. So until next time, I hope you all are in a safe and cozy space. And if you are able to read, I hope that you're enjoying whatever book that you're reading. Bye-bye.